Alrighty everyone, good morning, welcome back to another video, and today what we're going to be doing is another 24-hour multi-species challenge, except this time we have a little bit of a twist. We're exclusively going to be using lures. So we're only going to be fishing with lures over the next 24 hours, going to challenge ourselves to see how many species we can tick off. So we're starting off this morning at a beautiful location, and actually one of the longest piers, if not the longest pier in Victoria. So this is where we're going to start our search. A monster pier with a whole heap of water to fish and hopefully a whole heap of species to catch. So I've got a soft plastic rigged up first of all, got a whole bunch of lures in that bag, and I've also brought the kayak with me. So we're going to be jumping onto the kayak later on, but for now, we're going to make our way out onto the pier and see what we can catch. It is a beautiful morning. Wasn't expecting it to be this good, but we've got some amazing conditions to work with. I've fished here once in the past, but I didn't really have much success. So I'm hoping that today we can figure out some sort of pattern, or at least get a couple of species here. Ideally, we'll get 3 or 4. This is going to be a lot harder than the bait challenge. Not expecting to get as many, but should be very, very interesting. So this is the combo which I brought out onto the pier. It's a little soft plastics rod, but it's very, very versatile. I can throw some bigger lures, but also some smaller lures like the one which we have on. Very shallow. Oh, look at that. Whoa, flathead lies. Wow, there's 2 big flathead lies right here. And I've already seen some squid ink along the pier as well. Maybe we'll just have a couple of quick casts here. Those are good flathead lies. I don't think they're here anymore, but if they are, we want to get those. We've already seen our... Oh, is that fish? Is that fish right there? I think that is. They're sitting right down here. I think they're salmon. They're tiny little salmon. Thousands of them. I think we'll just keep walking down. We might walk all the way down to the end and then work our way back up, fish our way back up along the pier. I think there is someone down there. I see someone holding a fishing rod. So there is someone else fishing on the pier, but there's no car, so I've no clue how they got here. Maybe a permanent resident. Yeah, I reckon we put on a smaller lure. Try to get one of these Australian salmon, which I can see down here. So we'll dive into our bag. I do have a lure box with some lures which could work. Here we go, that's what we want. So we'll try to be a versatile fisherman today. If we see a method which will work to get a species, we'll definitely try it. We've found some deeper water. It's a really, really nice pier. Like, there's a lot of structure, a lot of different depths to fish. I think we'll leave those guys alone for now. We'll start off down here, give it a real crack. Really nice, weedy, sandy bottom. Oh, there's some fish. And there's 2 little sweep, I think. Right there, and there's a heap of whiting on the bottom. Oh, there's a lot of whiting, that's nuts. Just gonna flick this along the bottom. If there's any flathead, they should ambush it. They're ambush predators. I can see so many whiting down there. Hopefully one of these whiting will hit the lure maybe. Fish. Here we go. First fish of the day. Is that a little flathead? I think it is. A little flathead. Species numero 1. These are an ambush predator, and there's actually many flathead in this area. This is a very well-known flathead ground. As you can see, it's very sandy. Perfect habitat for these guys. I thought I would have got a salmon before a flathead, but we will take him. Let's deal with little fella. He's only a very, very small flathead in terms of flathead. They get to up to like 90 centimeters, this species of flathead. This is a blue spot. You can see from the blue spots on him, and we got him on that tiny little flick bait. So the first species on the first lure of the day ticked off. We're going to get him back going now. Very happy with him. Hopefully this marks the first of many. We'll just plop him back. See, buddy, go get big. Oh, look at all the species you can catch off here. We got snapper, barracuda, tailor, kingfish, mulloway, gummy shark, school shark. If we can get all of these, we'll be off to a really good start. But so far, we've only ticked off the blue spot flathead. We've seen whiting, we've seen stingrays and salmon, but we are yet to catch one. So those are some targets which are definitely achievable. Go back over to this spot. This is where we caught that flathead. We'll have another cast around here. The whiting are really teasing me. I can see a whole heap of whiting down there, but they're not really known for hitting lures. Well, I don't really have the right lures either, so that'll be a challenge. Oh, straight away. That's a salmon, I think. Is that a salmon? It is. I see a whole heap of his mates following him. Second species. Hello, salmon. Number 2, the cast after we caught that flathead, in the exact same spot. He's only a little baby. Most certainly a oh, don't go anywhere. He is most certainly only a juvenile. These salmon get up to like 60, 70 centimeters. Absolute monsters, but when they're babies like this, they tend to hang around piers and inland areas. So no surprise to see this little guy here. We're gonna release him straight away, give him every opportunity to live. Let's get another cast out there. That was exciting. Straight away, straight after that flathead. They're a school fish, so there definitely could be more. And I definitely reckon I saw more as well. Flick, flick. Okay, so we're gonna move on from some of the shallower water stuff. I've just changed over lures yet again. Switch back over to the squid lure, but I'm using a slightly heavier jig head so I can fish the deeper water. I'm hoping that there might be some different species, maybe some pinkies, gurnards, but I'm starting to realise how much of a downfall using lures is, because there's been 2 or 3 species which I've seen which I would definitely catch if I was using bait. I've seen whiting, I've seen some of those little other reef species like leather jackets along the piers, and if I had bait I would have caught them. So a little bit disappointing. I reckon we might actually go talk to this local, see if he's getting anything as well. There we go, another one. That's a better one, I think. Maybe not. Another flathead. Pretty sure they've all been blue spots. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all blue spot flathead. Let's keep going. 3 flatties down, or 4 flathead down now, all from this one little stretch. I was just talking to Steve, who doesn't want to be in the film, so that's fine, but we just caught 3 flathead while we were talking to him, all in this one little spot using that squid lure. So they're definitely on the chew at the moment, but they're not new species, which is a little bit of a shame. It's a beautiful morning so far. Beautiful. It's going to get pretty hot today. There we go. There's another one. Another flatty. That is the 4th or 5th one we've caught from here. And he's a little bit bigger. Definitely a little bit bigger. Might offer him to Steve. Oh, look at that. He just spat up a little fish. What a greedy little guts. On that squid lure yet again. You want this one? That's a great whiting you've got there though. Oh, we're getting a nice little feed together now. Alright, well, we've given Steve one of the 4 flathead, and all of them have come in, well, on this little squid lure. Probably in about 10 casts we've caught 4 or 5 flathead, and they've all been over legal, so it's a really good going, to be honest, but they're not new species, which is a bit unfortunate. And off we go. Oh, there's a little stingray down there. Little stinger. He would have been our 3rd species, but unfortunately we're still stuck on 2. I just fished this whole pier, walking all the way up and down, fishing the sandbanks, the pylons, fished everything really hard. I've caught 13 fish, but a lot of them were the same. So right now I'm gonna head back to the car and we're gonna go to our second spot of the day. Hopefully there we'll be able to tick off a few more species. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Never been here before, and man, it's like launching in a jungle. Look all around me, it's just fields of big grass. Feels very snaky around here. But the tough spots to launch can be the good ones for fishing. Whew. I don't know how we're gonna get out, but we're in. Oh man. Oh. Wow. Wow. Look at this place. Man, what a wild little spot this is. A little bit of a change up from the pier. We are now in an extremely skinny water river. I'm hoping here we might be able to tick off a brim or a perch or even an eel. We'll take an eel at this point because we're still at 2 species. We have to get going, tick a few off. Now the lure we're going to be using is that squid lure once again, but this time rigged up almost unweighted. So it's going to be sinking down really naturally. And I've caught a heap of perch and brim using this exact technique. Now I forgot to mention earlier, but this lure is one I actually helped custom color and design. So if you want to get some, help support my channel, there will be a link in the description. Use code NEV10, you'll get 10% off some awesome lures. We're also helping support my videos. So let's give it a crack here at this second spot. I'm really hoping we can get at least one more species here. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do. The wind's going to blow up massively this afternoon, but we're going to have to figure something out. Maybe even tomorrow morning. We have to get some more species on the board. 2's just not good enough. I'm just mind blown there's none here. Absolutely mind blown. Look how good this water looks. Perfect habitat. Really good clarity. Good tide. If they were up here we would have had one by now. I just don't think they're out here. Alrighty everyone, it is now the next morning. That sun's on the way up and we've chosen a new beautiful spot to fish. Look at this, we've got a massive inlet, a few mangroves. It's a bit of an estuary type system to have fun with this morning. Setting up the kayak now and then we're going to jump out there. We're still at 2 species, so we have a lot of improvement to do, and I'm hoping here, oh I just saw some fish. Just saw some fish over there, so I'm hoping here we can tick off a few more. Oops. Okay, let's go. Man, it is a gorgeous morning at the moment. We've got no wind at all. Glass calm conditions. It's a high tide, so the tide's starting to drain out. And I reckon we'll wrap around to the front of this mangrove system, see if we can get any fish out there. Okay, the good thing about today is that we're fishing an area which I'm much more familiar with. Yesterday was completely new to me, but today I'm fishing a location which I have fished in the past. So I have a little bit of an idea of what to target, where to target. So we're going to start off fishing along these mangroves. It's a high tide at the moment. All the bait will be pushed up into the mangrove. So all these predatory fish will be in there feeding as well. I'm going to start off with this little squid lure. Might change it up a little bit, throw some hard bodies, some different type of plastics. But to start off with, I know there's a lot of little squid around here, and I know that if there's fish around, they'll eat this. So we've got a cast in there, cast it right up along the mangroves. Perfect. Slowly work it out. Just changed over to the unweighted squid. It's really shallow along here, so this will allow more time in the strike zone. Oh, what's that? That was a good fish. Man, we really need to tick off this second species. I just saw something in there. Oh, we got the first 2 so easily, and now just to get the third one, it's been such a mission. We haven't even had many bites or Any bites? Oh, fish. Oh, we got something. I just saw something get eaten off the surface, so I cast that squid in there, and we've got a fish. What is it? Good fighting fish, whatever it is. Might be an estuary perch, I think. This could be our third of the day, or third of the 24 hours. Man, it's taken long enough. This is what we spent all day yesterday chasing, and what we caught in the first 5 minutes this morning. Look at that, that's a fat perch as well. He's a good one. He's actually a really good one. Guess what, it's on that little squid lure which I was talking about yesterday. Nice. And we'll get him going straight away. Thank you, mate. Beautiful little fish, and the third species of the 24 hours. Go on. What a challenge it has been so far, but that's a little bit of a confidence booster. It's a good start to the morning. Definitely going to get another cast in there. Estuary perch can be a school fish, so there could be a whole bunch of them, but that won't really add to our species tally. It'll just be a bit of fun. I spent almost 5 hours yesterday fishing a river for nothing, so I'll honestly just take some fish. Oh, right there, right along the mangroves. I just saw another boof. I'm just going to cast this in and try to get a surface eat. There we go, off the surface. Off the surface. You guys see that? I was just winding that squid lure pretty much across the surface and he ate it. Oh, another one. Oh man, there's a few here. Let's just try rapid fire. We're just going to get him off, get him going, and get another cast in. See how quick we can get another one. Okay, there we go. Lure's out. Second perch. We're going to send him off and punch in another cast right there. There's got to be a few in there. Oh, on it, straight away. There we go. Man, how is this? Oh, this is epic. Since yesterday, I was really hoping for a better session, and there's a lot of perch around by the looks of it. It's not a new species, but I'll tell you what, if these guys are going to keep biting for a little while, we're going to take advantage. Going to get another cast straight back in there. Literally the cast after. Let that in. Twitch. Twitch. There we go. Next cast. That is nuts. There's a lot in there. There is a lot in there. See if we can get any other species from here. We're getting fish cast after cast at the moment, but they're all perch. Let's switch over some lures. Well, one lure. I'm going to take off this squid lure. It's done us really well, but I want to fish a little bit deeper, so I'm going to need a more streamlined lure, aka a little paddle-tailed soft plastic. So on this, hopefully we can tick off a pinky, some trevally, who else knows, maybe some whiting if we're lucky, and that's going to finish off our day. There we go. Just dropped down from 0.5 to 1.5 meters. So that's where we're going to try. There's two little channels which kind of form into one here. So that's going to be a perfect little spot for predatory fish, and in turn, perfect spot for my lure. So we'll see what we can do. Oh, good fish. I think that's a pinky. I think that's a different species. Or a brim maybe. Oh yes. Didn't take too long at all. That's a good little fish. I can feel the head shakes. Pinky? It is. It is a pinky. Number 4. Oh, it was a good call to come out here. Nice pinky too. We'll just get him in the net. There he goes. He's in the net, and that is species number 4, a little snapper. Well, he slammed that, and that is the 4th species. There he goes. Number 4. Yeah, let's get back out there. The little paddle tail did it. So we've caught the 2 species which I was expecting to catch around here. It was a really, really nice little pinky. For some reason in the warmer months, they always congregate in little estuary type systems like this. There just must be an abundance of bait for them to fatten up and get healthy. So We could get a few more of those fellas if they're around in numbers, but I'm happy just to get the one. We can now move on to the next, maybe a trevally. Trevally is what we're going to go for now. Oh, that's a good fish. I think that's a perch though. Good perch. What's that? Oh, it's a luderick. Oh my goodness. Luderick. Wow. That's the 5th species. That is not one I was ever thinking I was going to tick off on a plastic. A baby little luderick. That is epic. Awesome. What a little fish. He's only small, but they're really rare, so it doesn't matter how big he is. Oh, gone. Didn't even get a real shot. Epic. Alright, let's try to get out of here. We've had more than enough fun now. Caught a lot of fish. A lot of fish. I don't know. Don't even know how many. Alrighty everyone, so that is the end of the 24-hour multi-species lure challenge. Really tough in the end. Well, yesterday was a lot easier than today. We caught over 70 fish, but we only caught, what did we get, 3 species in total. So we didn't get the species which we were looking for, but we had an exceptional 2 days fishing in the end. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you want to see more challenge videos, leave a like on this video, comment your thoughts down below, and I'll see you in the next one.